Three, two, one. All right. Hello. Uh, could I first ask for your name?
Hello, my name is Bryce Martin. You want to ask what I
What do
do?
you do?
Okay, yeah. I'm a senior here at Old Dominion University. I am the gaming director for WODU, the gaming position specifically. I edit, I make videos, I kind of do what I like.
You do
I
a little
also
bit of
do
everything.
photography every once in a while.
Would you say it's your passion?
Yeah, I could say that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah. I'm pretty creative with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
I I'm gonna ask you this question. I already know the answer, but or at least I hope I know the answer. You would consider yourself a consumer of media, correct?
Yeah, I would.
All right. Could I just get the like a general summary of the media that you consume?
Uh, so besides the unhealthy amount of Twitter, because I use Twitter basically like a newspaper at this point. I
Mm-hmm.
wake up in the morning, make some tea, open Twitter, scroll for a bit. That's basically what I do. But besides that, I would also watch like either weekly shows that come out, or I would probably watch other content creators make videos to get myself feel inspired or something because I want to make something else.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, I would say that I consume a fair amount of media every day. I would say at the end of the week, my phone will say how much time I've used my phone that week, and then
Mm-hmm.
sometimes it will be like, you used your phone 3 minutes less than last week, and I'm like, thanks,
that's
Th-
that's
thanks.
wow. That's wild. All right. Just gonna dive right into the bigger question now.
Mm,
With the evolution of media consumption, audiences have become more and more active in their participation.
mm.
Have you found that you've become more active in your participation of media, or do you find the opposite?
I would say with the incorporation of like social media and stuff, the regular man, I would say, has the more incline to want to be a part of the media that they consume.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of stuff happens with like I said mentioned earlier, content creators, where they would ask their fan base to like what's some ideas and then you would probably see like videos of like I asked 100 of my fans what is the like that type of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So people will want to get involved, and then there's also like am I free to mention real world events?
Sure.
Okay, yeah. It does also come with like, because I see it a lot of times when I'm scrolling through Twitter when they're talking about what's happening in Gaza and everything.
Mm-hmm.
There's people who are like talking, they're giving helpful information for other people. They're saying like, oh, if you want to boycott, don't do these people. If you wanna support, go to these organizations. These are the bad things that if you do this, it's wrong. Yeah, like stuff like that. So I would say like the normal person has like a stronger ability to want to be incorporated and be a part of media consumption, and also be a part of the media that they consume.
Mm-hmm. How would you say it's impacted you personally, though?
I would say it has made me want to do it more
Mm-hmm.
as a person, just because it's like it. How am I gonna say this without making me sound like I'm a sheep or something? But like it makes me sound, it makes me feel like so. Oh, if Johnny down the block is in a news article, I think I could do something too. But like not to that degree. But like it's like anyone could do that. So to have your opinion feel like it's mattered. Like I've seen mutuals who I have over on like Discord. For those who don't know it, that's a messaging app, and on Twitter, where they somehow get on a news article talking about the media that they were like messaging, like they were probably replying to a tweet or something, and they took their message as just like a source to reference from. It's like some people are not happy about the certain events, and then they're like. Uh, Kingdom Key 37 is like, yeah, actually, I wasn't really feeling that, and it's like right there. Twitter handle, message, everything linked to their tweet and everything, and it's like on the New York Post or something. So it's been like way easier for the common man to want to do something. So it makes me feel like, oh, so if this is the age of like media production for anybody. Like technology has become way more easy and versatile for anyone to use. So for anyone to get their hands on it and be a part of it is very interesting.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right, switching gears a little bit here. How would you say your taste in media has changed over the past couple of years?
Oh, okay, yeah. I reference this sometimes when I'm just talking to people as like because I talk to some people saying like you've kind of grown from your past self. If you look back to how you used to consume on stuff, you might want to punch yourself in the face. Like there's been a time where I used to really like to watch. Uh, How do I describe this? How do I describe what this is? Do you know what Leafy's here is?
I know.
You know who the
I
person?
know
Okay.
of Leafy. Yes.
Okay, yeah. I used to consume that an unhealthy amount. Like I would say like I would basically quote what he said. I feel like if what is it? What's the big guy right now? Kai Sen or something.
Kai Cenat?
Yeah, Kai Cenat. If Kai Cenat was back then, I would have been a Kai Cenat fan. Like I was so like into whatever they were talking about. And it was an unhealthy amount. Once I broke out of, I saw how like terrible that was. like like I was daily waiting for the next upload of some scrawny dude bullying some children on the internet, and I was like, "Whoa, he's so cool, he's so edgy, wow!" I want to punch myself now. It is like I've changed completely a lot. I'm like way more open when it comes to like media and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like I want to like look over the sources and stuff before I watch like some drama YouTuber talk about it and get 3 billion views while they're talking about Surfshark or something. It really is just like I've changed a lot. I want to like look more into information rather than just take it as fact that some random weirdo said on the internet and then be like, yeah, my source is this dude who's been living in his basement. Yeah, that's my source right there. Yeah, so I have changed a lot, I would say.
Okay, that's good. That's good. How would you say social media has impacted your taste?
Uh, like I mentioned before, social media has allowed me to like get a glimpse into how other people's lives are.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's been, how do I say this? It's been hard. I wouldn't say it's been hard. It's more of just it's been eye opening to see like people of different like times in the internet, people of different like where they've come from, cultures and everything, and then learning about people of other cultures. Like I had to tell an online friend of mine who I think is from. I don't know where he's from actually, but I know he's not from America because he didn't know that black people and watermelons were not a good thing together as a stereotype. And he was like, after all of my time on the internet, I have never seen this. You guys are making this up. And I'm like, you could look it up right now.
Google is your friend.
I'm saying this as your friend. I'm not going to get upset at you. You do not. You're not in America. I'm going to need you to step off a little bit. But it has been interesting to see, like, not everyone is from the same cul-de-sac that you're from. Not everyone is, like, right there. And it's been interesting on, like, both sides because there's been times where I'm like, well, there's no way that's wrong. And then like there's been multiple times like that. And then I learn about the information. There's been people that have like been like, no, actually, you could do this. And then it's been like very cool to like see that with social media because it's a great tool as long as you're not like, as long as that's not like your life. Like I use that as a newspaper, like I've mentioned before. I just get information from it and then laugh every once in a while. But like if that's not like your whole life, it's pretty good. But if you're like addicted to it, you might need help. That is a well that I am very happy that I can get out of, even though I will open it every once in a while when I'm bored.
All right. Now we're gonna do a little bit of word association.
Okay.
All right. Just talk at length. What are your thoughts on this topic? First off, since you're a content creator yourself, the word or the phrase is live streaming.
Live streaming.
Not live streaming, but live streaming. The act of basically streaming your life.
Okay, so I wanted to do this for like a period of time. Not for like, there's some people who do this like daily where they're like, hey guys, I've strapped Twitch onto my phone and I'm gonna put you on my vest like a body cam and you're gonna watch me get groceries. Like I feel like that's too much.
That's crazy.
That I've seen like two people in, like I've seen multiple people. Like I remember watching two streams, but I've seen it happen a lot where people would just be like, okay, guys, here's my day-to-day life. Let's go. And then just put it on their vest and get going. Like, there's been times where I see people on the subway, like, having to read an embarrassing live chat from Twitch. And, like, it's the type of thing where it's like the robot is reading the voice chat. So they would be on, like, a train and then, like someone, it's like, wow, thank you, Eric, you gifted 50 bits. And then the message is like, I have a bomb. I have a bomb. I have a bomb. And it's like, oh, I could not do this. Like, you have, like, stronger stuff than me. Like, I see those videos all the time, and I'm like, the chat feels no remorse for the person. The chat will see, like, someone in the back and then be like, lady with the white tee, it doesn't look good on you. And then, like, that's, like, loud. So, like, you can see the person turn around and look at her, and then the person's like, like, hands in their face, not looking at anything. Like, it is crazy. But they keep it going. That's the most interesting part about it. I could never do that. It is so fascinating to look at. I'm never doing that. But, like, for, like, an increment of time where I'm, like, I don't know, for like a week, you'll see me get up, eat breakfast, and then like stream, play a game or something, and go to sleep. Like I will probably do something like that. Or it's like 24-hour streams where like people don't leave a room basically, except for like going to the bathroom and stuff because I'm not bringing the camera in there. And obviously they don't do either. But like just a room where chat just sees you for a long period of time.
I mean, technically, we've done that.
Yeah, but like
that wasn't exactly the same.
Yeah, not exactly, because those people do it for like I've known someone who's done it for a month, like a month straight of a camera just on them.
That's crazy.
Like I would go to bed, I would wake up, and I would check the stream, and that dude is still sleeping, and I'm like, and there's people still in there, like, and like sometimes they would do like an event where they're like, they let the chat like redeem stuff, or where a horn will blare like every once in a while. It's like I gifted 50 bits, like the loudest Titanic type of horn is playing through the speaker, and like the streamer just gets up. It's like, guys, not cool. And he goes back to sleep. And, like I've seen that like that's crazy. Live streaming is very interesting. It is a niche thing. You have to be a strong-willed person to do that. I could never do that. If I do that, it will only be for a week. That's it.
All right. Next word or next phrase rather. Hate watching.
Hate. Okay. I how do I say it? So I do this with shows sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Cause like
What shows in specific?
okay, I was a huge fan of the show Ruby.
Mm-hmm.
Ruby is not at the same caliber ever since the original director died, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
Ever since then, it's been like slowly dimming down in quality. Like the actual quality is like insanely high compared to 2009 or something when it originally came out. Yeah, it's obviously going to be extremely nice, but like that writing is so bad, and I'm like, you're fumbling characters for no reason, and I watch it just to be like, why would you write that? Why would you make that like that? And I tune in the next week, and I'm like, there's no way you're gonna do it again. And then I tune the next week, and they're like, they did it again. I'll be back next fall. Like I've basically done that for it. I don't think I've watched the most recent season, but I've done that like pretty recently. There's also a content creator that I watched for that. I have no ill will against them. This person is extremely nice. This feels so biased. It just fits specifically towards like me. This is a me issue right now.
You have vegan beef.
Yeah, I have. This is vegan beef. Is beyond burger beef right now. This person doesn't know any of, like, he's a reactor. He reacts to stuff. So like he reacts to like to put into something that he reacted to every single super and dramatic finish in Fighter Z. He's not a Dragon Ball fan.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Which would be fine, except he's putting his narrative on stuff.
Huh?
He watched the stuff, and then he's like, oh, so this character just does that. Ah, I see. Oh, so this character's just from two different timelines. Ah, so they're like together, and it's like that's not what it is, and it hurts because also the chat doesn't know what it is either. So no one's helping this man, and he's just making a whole narrative this entire video, and then he's like, wait, but I thought this was the reason. I guess not. And it just, and I'm like, but he keeps doing it with all my media that I like. So I see in my homepage on YouTube, and I'm like, do I watch this again? Do I watch another one?
Do I take the gamble?
Do I do it? Am I taking the bait like a Tom and Jerry sketch? Like there's like a box over top of me and a piece of cheese underneath, and I'm like, ooh, do I take it? Like it's basically like that.
Okay. What are your thoughts on hate watching though? Like as a concept?
As a concept, since I do it, I don't really feel that strongly against it. As long as you're not like hate watching and then outwardly commenting on it. Like as long as you're not like going on social media like, oh my god, I can't believe he did this. What a loser, like that type of stuff. I hate watch and then like talk to my friend group about it, and then that's about it. Like they will never hear me on social media talk about, oh my god, the most recent Ruby episode. I can't believe they would have done that. The director, we should revive him. Actually, how do we do that? I won't do that. There's a lot of nice and like very talented people working on Ruby. Like me talking about and bringing down on like what they are clearly working hard on doing, even though I don't like it, I shouldn't be yelling about them doing it. As long as you're not vocal with it, I'm fine. Like if you keep it in a small group of people or like your own like Discord server or something, that's fine. Don't make it like a viral tweet or something or make a whole video on it. I feel like that's a bit excessive.
All right. Next, are esports real sports to you?
I made an entire article on this in my sophomore year. I would say yes.
Okay. If you could go over some of the points that you can remember.
Okay, so like the insane amount of I'm tired. Hand-eye coordination. I combined the two words.
I thought you were saying high income. I was like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I guess.
Sometimes they don't get paid very well, which is unfortunate.
Mm.
But the amount of hand-eye coordination that you gotta do for like an insane amount of hours is like crazy to me, because not only do you have to know the matchups for stuff, you also have to know the maps, know the like the precision. You have to make sure that like for Valorant, for example, you have to know what each character does, how they could be beneficial for each map. You also have to research your opponents too, because since I've worked in like esports, the ODU esports, some people watch how they play, because some of the players like stream themselves and stuff, and then sometimes they have their own like streaming thing for their esports team. So they're like, oh, I'll just watch these players do it and then see what they're doing, and I'll break down like what's happening, and then I will see if I can combat that. Obviously, you can't do that while they're doing live. That's cheating. But like the VOD and stuff, they'll watch it back.
Okay.
So you also have to be like extremely fit in a certain way, because like if your arms are like up for like a good amount of time for like hours, and then your only break is for like 5 minutes, and you got to go back into it. Some people, when they get tired, they will just stop, close the game, and keep going. You got another 5 sets after this. Yeah, like your body will start breaking down and getting tired. You have to be in like a healthy-ish like uh condition. Like Byron, the ODU esports like director, basically, he would take these people to like to the gym, like the ODU gym, and they would get up in the morning, do some stretches, and then like they would do a whole routine of stretches. Like it was very interesting. I took pictures for them in video and everything. It was an interesting time, but like it was nice to see like, oh yeah, you gotta make sure that you're actually physically good. You can't just go into it like after doing an all nighter and then immediately hop back in. You're gonna slow down. You're gonna like have slower reaction times. You might get sick. That's also an issue. So like I would say it's an actual real sport. Obviously, it's not like as physically demanding as others, but like the hand-eye coordination, memorization, and like just needing to keep your stamina going for that period of time is I would say it is a real sport in some fashion. Because if you want to like say something like that, then I would say like what's something like lesser, not lesser, but like less motion to do,
less physically demanding.
Yeah, less physically demanding. I would probably say table tennis, because table tennis is an Olympic sport.
That is an Olympic sport,
and you don't really have to move too much. You just need good precision, and like I guess you do need like move back and forth a lot, but like that's not as demanding as like, I don't know, like a gymnast or stuff. Like you can like rank it down a bit, and I now see that like esports is going to the Olympics in some fashion. So that is interesting. I would call it a real sport to make it to sum it all up.
How do you feel about YouTube removing the dislike feature?
That is stupid. I will always be a hater for YouTube removing that dislike feature. Their main idea is to make it so creators like it is because of like some creators like Leafy where they mass bullied people, and like the dislike count will like make people feel like insignificant and stuff. Like I understand that idea. Removing the dislike feature is not a good idea, specifically because now more scams are out there. There's been so many clickbait clickbait videos that's been circulating throughout YouTube's entire lifespan, and it's only been like dissuaded from like people disliking the video and then being like, click it, oh, this has like 3,000 dislikes and only 2 likes, I'm getting out of here. Like it's that type of thing. Like it's a good way to save your time and stuff. There's it also feeds into like people hate watching, which is kind of funny. But then again, going back to it I wouldn't say it's like I would say it's very needed for like people who want to like also get like a good opinion on stuff. Because actually, no, not really, because you can still see the dislikes on your end.
Yeah.
Like on the person who was receiving the. Wait, that still doesn't make any sense. Then I'm now thinking about this. This does not help anything. Actually, literally, the only person suffering is the viewer. The content creator is still getting the dislikes.
Yeah.
People could still dislike the video.
Yeah.
Hate can still happen.
Yeah.
You just can't see it. So
Yeah.
it's like I've revitalized. I've now doubled down on the dislike feature is stupid. That it makes no sense. They should bring it back. There are tools to like bring up the dislike feature, like just bring it up.
Mm-hmm.
But now, obviously, people don't have the incentive to dislike anymore because they don't see the feature. It like doesn't show up. They don't get that wacky, funny number of seeing the dislike number go up. So they're like, "Oh, I don't want to do it." But like on some features, when a video is really bad or something, they would see the dislike button. Like, they could see like the numbers behind it. There's like some programs that you can install in Chrome where you could just see the feature. So it is kind of interesting that you could still do it.
they just did it for no reason.
Yeah, it's literally no reason. Doesn't help anyone. It's still implemented. That YouTube rewind is still the most disliked video YouTube. It's not helping anyone. I'm gonna be real.
All right, and last question: how do you feel about hashtag activism?
Like it can be useful very well because it can it depends on how much they do it, because like if you do it and then just go about your day, then it's like you feel lazy because they're like, oh guys, I'm just trying to fit in, hashtag free Palestine, and then just go about their day and then be like, guys, I'm drinking Starbucks, hashtag free Palestine. Like, what are you doing, man? Like, I've seen that so many times on Twitter. It's like, what are you doing? Like, if you're gonna be real about it, be real about it. There's so many people who just are not real about it, like about their activism that they're doing, because they're like, I just want to feel included. Like, I've seen so many people who want to feel included and then just do it. But in order for you to like feel the activism, I would say that you need to do more than just a hashtag. Like if you do something like, guys, I donated like $3,000 to like this charity organization, hashtag activism, then I'm like, that's how you do it. That's correct. It's like, oh guys, I boycotted for like 5 hours today. Like that's crazy. Go to work, but like that, good on you, man. Good on that couldn't be me, but like I respect you so much for doing that. Hashtag activism is a very like, unless you know the person is doing it or not, it is very much like I don't know. It's a toss in the air. Like I don't hate it, but like I've seen a lot of like bad people. I wouldn't say they're bad people. They're just more annoying people that want to like feel included when they're not really included. How do you feel about it?
I am actively against slackivism.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah,
I
yeah.
am actively against slackivism. I think hashtag activism is a thing that can be used for good. However, there is more often it is not.
Right.
More often it is just slackivism.
Yeah, it is just people being like, guys, I got up early today. Hashtag activism. Like, who cares? Who cares? Do something for the world. I don't care, man. Why'd you put this on my page, man? I don't care.
All right. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for joining me,
No
Bryce.
problem, no problem.
All right. That is everything. All right.